Hi everyone, and welcome to our first assembly of January 2021. So the year's not started exactly as we'd hoped, and it's such a shame you're not all in today. But Happy New Year to you all anyway. Brighter times are definitely ahead when we get through this tricky winter. I hope Christmas was as good as possible, even with all of the different restrictions that were in place. One nice thing is I've still got my happy birthday balloon up. So thank you, Jasper, for my balloon last year. It's still floating. Isn't that fabulous? It hasn't gone flat just yet. So maybe I'll be 45 before that loses all of its air. Now, we know it's been quite a worrying time because lots of you have known people who have been poorly with this terrible virus that is going around. And that's why the schools have had to close. And that's because if we're all in the school building together, the germs get spread around no matter what we do, really. So schools close to try and stop that spread and to keep everybody safe. So all of your relatives and all of your families and your friends can be safe from this virus. So all of the hard work and the sacrifice that everybody is doing now should help this virus to go away, and we'll look forward towards a brighter spring. But in the meantime, we're going to be sharing some fabulous work with you on Seesaw, and we're going to stay in touch with you. So we're going to be making some phone calls home so that we can chat to you and find out how things are going. Hello, yes, can I speak to Boris, please? Yes, oh, hello there, Boris. Yes, just looking at your work on Seesaw. You just seem a bit confused with your work, so I was wondering if you want a bit of help from us. So the master plan is that you'll get through a good maths and English task each day, and then there'll be some other fun things like science and some geography and history and art challenges, plus lots of really fun and cool PE ideas as well to keep your day active. And do remember, mums and dads, to not be hard on yourselves because it's very hard to replace a whole school day at home. So I'm sure some of you have set yourselves New Year's resolutions. I think a really important resolution is to be kind to yourself. So look after yourself. Think about well-being first. So instead of thinking I'm not good enough or I need to improve, also actually celebrate being you, because you are awesome, okay? It's not always easy to keep our resolutions. For example, you might have a resolution to not drink so much coffee. Bing! Your resolution might be to do your hobby more, like doing some music. Or to pick up a new skill, something like juggling. But the main thing is to enjoy being you. Just try your best and be good to yourselves. I'd like to share a book with you today, which is called The Flower, and it is written by John Light and illustrated by Lisa Evans. Brig lived in a small room in a big city. Every day, he walked through the city to work. Brig worked in the library, where some dangerous books were stored. One day, on a high shelf in a dim cellar, he found some books marked, "Do not read." Would you read them? So, Brig smuggled one out of the library and took it home. He read it in secret. It showed pictures of the most beautiful shapes and colours and called them flowers. There he is reading under his blanket. I wonder if any of you do that. Brig felt sad that there were no flowers in the city. He supposed that was why the book had been hidden away. He wandered down many streets looking for some sign of a flower. In an old part of the city, he came to a junk shop, and there, in the window, was a dusty picture of a flower. Brig went into the shop and bought the picture. When he got home, he looked at the back of it. It said seeds. Brig felt very excited about what they might be. He opened the packet and tipped out 7 brown wrinkled things. On the back of the picture, it said cover with earth, water. Brig collected dust from all over the city until he had enough to fill a mug. He buried the seeds in it and added water. Nothing happened. Brig was very disappointed. He thought the seeds didn't work. He left the mug on his table. There's a sad Brig. Disappointing when things don't go according to plan. Then, when he woke up one morning, he saw just one beautiful green shoot. It grew and grew, and whenever he was not at work or asleep, Brig sat and stared at the fresh green leaves. At last, the plant flowered, and Brig was overjoyed. But one morning, while Brig was at work, the room cleaning system came on, and the plant was sucked away. When Brig got home, he cried. At last, he dried his eyes. He set off to search for another picture of flowers. After many weeks, he came to the edge of the city where the dust heaps were. It's all very grey, very dry. There, at the top of one of the huge dusty slopes, Brig found his dead flower. At first, he felt sad. But when he looked closer, he saw that there were new green shoots and flowers all around. Brig sat and looked at them until it was much too dark to see. And he wondered how long it would take to fill a city with flowers. And there he is, looking out of his window with his flowers. That's a great story for how things have evolved in the world at the moment. It all seems very dark and difficult. And you can see from the darkness of all the drawings and the sadness of Brig. But then, when the flowers shoot, it's like spring starting. And this is what's going to be happening in the world. So even with all the bad things that go on, spring is coming. The days, every day from today, are getting longer. Every day is getting longer. It will get warmer, the sun will shine a little bit more, and every day people are being vaccinated against this virus, and there's more and more chance of the world getting back to a more happy and safe place once again. Spring is coming, and hope is definitely coming too. So we hope your first day using Seesaw and home learning is going well. Keep up the brilliant work, but do be kind to yourselves. As long as you're trying your best, we can't ask for any more than that. We look forward to seeing lots of your lovely work, and we look forward to speaking to some of you on the phone soon when we call up to see how we're getting on. And before you know it, spring will be upon us and we'll be back together really soon. Take care, see you soon, bye bye.